Step in the river. That morning, Sam woke to the smell of coffee and the sound of Garth banging around in the kitchen, making breakfast in the house Garth and his girlfriend Roberta were renting in the city. Sam opened his eyes and looked across to where his wife Judith was lying with the baby Maya between them. The two of them were still fast asleep. A pungent pea smell came from Maya, mingling with that of the coffee, indicating Judith would have to change her when she gave Maya her morning feed. Sam rolled out of their bed, which was an inflatable double mattress on the floor of the otherwise empty spare bedroom. He stood up beside the pile of clothes he'd dropped on the floor last night and put them back on as quietly as he could. He padded barefoot to the door, opened it, and went out into the hall, closing the door softly behind him. He went up the hall and out into the sunlit kitchen at the back of the house, where he found Garth buttering pieces of toast and preparing to pour the coffee. "Morning," he said to Garth, in that slightly kidding around tone they always used when they were together. "Morning," Garth greeted him heartily. He was always noisy and energetic in the morning, a bit like their father Kevin had been. Kevin had apparently seen it as his task to wake the entire family with his rather aggressive brand of morning cheer. Not that Garth was anything like in Kevin's league as far as that was concerned. "Good night?" Garth inquired, lowering the volume a little. "Yeah," Sam answered. "We slept right through. Even Maya didn't wake. We must all have been very tired." They'd arrived in Auckland by plane from Melbourne the afternoon of the day before, Maya's first time in a plane at the age of 1, to an enthusiastic welcome from Garth and Roberta, which had gone on till quite late. "We're just having a light breakfast this morning," Garth told him. "We're going to see the old man later in the morning, you remember, and he likes a generous lunch, as you know." Sam did indeed know what Garth was talking about. Kevin's cook-ups had been the stuff of legend during their growing up. And he hadn't forgotten they were going to see Kevin and his new wife Marilyn this morning. How could he? That was the point of the whole trip, to show Maya to her New Zealand relatives, however difficult that might be for him, returning to the scenes of his own confused, protracted growing up to do so. He took a cup of coffee and a couple of pieces of toast back up to the bedroom for Judith. She'd woken by this time and was sitting up in bed with her back against the wall and one breast exposed, giving Maya her morning feed. Maya was guzzling greedily as he walked in. "Everything okay?" he asked, putting the coffee and toast down beside the bed. "Yes," Judith replied with a grateful air. "She's feeding just fine. I'll change her and put her down again, and she might even sleep for a bit longer. Remember, we're going to see my old man later on this morning. Don't get too comfortable. I won't, but it might give me a chance to have a shower and some time to myself before we go." "Good luck with that," he chuckled ironically. He went back out to the kitchen to rejoin Garth. "Yeah, I'll be interested to see his new place," he said, picking up the conversation at the point they'd left it when he walked out of the room. "It's all right," Garth allowed, a touch grudgingly. What, they both paused to reflect, could possibly bear comparison with the wonders of playing with their older brother in their beautiful, expansive childhood garden, or, for that matter, the never-ending war that went on between their parents inside the ugly little box of their childhood home? "We can go to some other places if you want," said Garth. "We could, for instance, go and take a look at what's left of the old place." "That'd be good," Sam replied, though he wasn't sure at this point how much he really wanted to do that. "You have a think about it and let me know. There might be some places Judith would like to see too, not to mention Maya. She should at least see the old place, I suppose, even if she doesn't remember it." "Yeah," Garth agreed, and turned on the radio so they could catch the morning news.